Hello, I'm Casey Jones, and I'm going to be showing you my lesson plan on physical education. Let me share my screen real quick. Um, my desktop. Okay, that might work. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so this is my lesson plan for 5th grade. It's it's on netball, which is a game on. It's similar to basketball, and you don't dribble the ball and you can't use the backboard. So it's all about passing and shooting with accuracy. That's the key. So I started at the top of my lesson, putting the length of the lesson, which is critical in PE, so you know when to go in and dress out, although elementary schools don't dress out. What the schedule is like, how many students, that's also huge, so you know how much equipment to bring, and what area you'll be in. That's more for safety reasons, which I'll talk about later. So the major focus for this lesson was on how to shoot the ball, and sub-focus would be things that they should already know, things I've already taught them. So general safety, the 3 passes, so we would have already gone over how to pass. So these are my objectives. I got your feedback about how we don't necessarily need to use the national standards, but through our program, that's how we were taught, so I just kind of went with it. And I did the state and national standards, and my objective with what domain of learning it is. So in PE, we have psychomotor, cognitive, affective, and then fitness. But my thing is this fitness should be shared in everything, incorporated everywhere. So I have all those. And so the objectives match with the activity that I will be doing, and the standard addresses the objectives. So next, I had safety concerns, proper footwear. In PE, the big thing is trying to think of everything that could go wrong. So, if they fall and scrape themselves on the blacktop, if the partner's not paying attention, you have to think of everything beforehand. And it's good just to write it down, especially like this is my thinking is you write a lesson plan on how you would want a sub to know. So, next is materials and equipment. So again, put everything you'll need, and that'll be vary based off of how many students you have, so you have to look into that. Organization formations, this is like extremely detailed, but this is like huge for me because I'm super into classroom management and keeping everything organized. So so for each game, or like before they come out, I broke it down on how that would what they would like, where they'd be standing, or how many groups they'd be in, stuff like that. Then my set induction, so meaning how do I catch the readers, man? How do I catch the students' attention and get them into the lesson and wanting to participate? Then I have my activities listed with the directions on how to administer them, how much time, teaching cues, so what we should say to them as they're doing, and how I'm going to assess them as they are doing it. So most of it's observation. That's a big one in PE. Making sure they're doing it right, correcting their form, making sure they're following safety. And then a big thing too is how to make it easier and how to make it harder, because you want to challenge students. So here's all the activities, and then I addressed special needs. So there was a special needs student in your class, like how would I address it? And the common ones, especially in this area, is asthma because of the weather, air quality, and English language learner. So how you would address that if you had someone in that class. And then gender as well. So I do this for elementary students because gender, usually stops them from participating. Like, boys have cooties and girls are gross to them. So, like, how to get everyone involved in participating, pretty much. And then a closure, I always love to do Q&As, making sure they learned what they were supposed to and that they understand what they learned. And then homework, I left this in here because it ties back up to the affective objective of writing a journal about their feelings of how they felt during the lesson. And then I included an assessment tool which addresses the first objective of psychomotor. And reasonable accuracy is highlighted because, of course, that'll vary on whoever's grading it. So, yep. And then this is a picture of Steph Curry for my set induction to be included. So that is my lesson plan. That's what I do with the kids. It's kind of lesson plans are kind of a story more than anything of what you're going to be doing. And so I like to be as detailed as possible when I write my lesson plans. So that way I don't leave anything out, or if I have a sub, they could just look at the piece of paper and teach. Like, they don't have to worry about anything. So thank you. And there's my lesson plan.